Ladies and gentlemen, mini late model coming out. This is kind of cool. Run them up at West Union right now. Make sure that that's all good. Give us just a couple seconds as we get everything.
Now hot laps are complete. That gives us the official opportunity to say good evening. Welcome to Maquoketa Speedway. What a great crowd. What a crowded pit. As we approach that 120 car mark again, we're in the teams and a great night of racing. Now we invite you to continue to stand as we pay tribute to this great country of ours. Stand as one country, one nation, and all that defend it with the playing of our national anthem. Two-time feature winner already this season with 3T out of Cedar Rapids. Cody Doolan to the outside of him. Last week's feature, the 00 out of Cedar Rapids, Tony Spa. And on the tail, the number 71 out of Roten
It was. I mean, I was still live, showing live. Oh, he just did a new one. It just restarted.
IMCA stock cars roll out of the Speedway off the pole. The 83 car, that is Jimmy Cummins to his outside. The 5 car Monticello was Tim Bader. To the inside, the 31 is Donnie Locke to his outside. The 75 has lost to Kipper. And bringing up the tail of the field, the 12 car is Dwayne Herb. We get set to go once again, 6 laps the distance. Qualifying heat race number 2, Gotti Race Engines. Rev Chassis, IMCA stock cars. Caution lights are out, we're set. Jimmy Cummins going to bring us down to the green flag.
back up on both or just on Facebook? Okay, let me check. I know it restarted it on Facebook.
First and foremost, Sport Mod.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, we've been a little quiet tonight. That was our street stock class. We had 2 heats of that. Getting everything all figured out here, so I apologize for the quietness early on the night. Yeah, we probably do have too many Wi-Fi's going. Yep, it looks like we are live everywhere. Okay. Sheepers criminy.
Justin Becker, row 3 from Ely, the 12-man defending track champion. Gage Neal to his right, 10A will take the mark. And pulling up the back, pulling up the
Getting all the links copied. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching at home, make sure to share the stream. We are back live on everything. We had a little bit of a...
First of 4, count of
4
4.
sport mod features.
Sport Mod heat races.
Heat races, excuse me. Coming down the front stretch. Number 71's able to poke his head out. Caution flag out for 27 getting stuck up on the top of the berm.
That's good stuff. First heat race, the Sport Mods, man. Let's set the indicator what we got for the rest of the night. We're in for a show.
They started with Schroeder and
Again, if you're just joining us, we're here at Maquoketa Speedway. Stead Family Children's Hospital night, as well as with special guest Kenny Schrader racing his number 9 Federated Auto Parts Modified.
tough break for the driver out of Morrison, Illinois. Tough break for the Midas Napa downtown out of Plant Morrison Roofing. Sean Chassis. Son of Ernie Lillard, veteran competitor from years past. Ernie graces us with his presence a lot. We're glad to see him. Tough break for Joe Graham. He'll have to run one of our 2 consis a little bit later on. 3 laps in, Justin Schroeder. Justin Becker, Gage Neal, Jacob Beal, Jacob Hart, fair car.
All right, looks like we got them all figured out here. Again, 4 heats of sport mods.
All right, RPMs will pick back up one more time.
Here we go. One to go, one to go. And your winner, followed by the 35, the 10, and the 71. Top four. Justin Schroeder in 71. Jacob Barth in the 01, or the 10. Justin Becker in the 35. And Gage Neal picking up the heat win.
Race number 2 rolling out on the Speedway. On the pole, the 44D car, that is Dustin Wilkinson to his outside. Will be the 77W Andrew Burke. Row number 2 on the inside, the master, the 44, the 43. That is Logan Bellows to his outside. The 4 car from Bernard is Gerardo Jerry Miles. On the inside, the 3T car for Cheryl is Tyler Soppy. And to his outside, the 22 car is Austin Becerra. We get set to go. Qualified heat race number 2, 8 laps the distance.
Jerry Miles goes right down the middle. Tyler Soppy now working that bottom line into the third position. He's got that third spot. Now he's trying to go for the lead. 22 getting around Miles. Soppy working the bottom side of Miles there. Soppy to the bottom, Miles to the top. Single file now. White flag for the 22. Yeah. Something was weird going on. Got it good now. Again, welcome to Maquoketa Speedway. We're here with Done Right TV, bringing you all the action this weekend with special guest Kenny Schrader. It is the Stead Family Children's Hospital night here with a portion of the gate going towards that great hospital there, doing a whole bunch of research and great work with children. We have some of the families that have been affected by that here in the stands with us tonight.
And in the back, the Jet Racing, Cove Equipment number 15C, out of Muscatine, Shane Paris.
This is our third of 4 heats in the Sport Mod class. I don't have a quite a car count yet. As soon as I find out, I will let you guys know.
Out of German Valley, Illinois, sits on the outside of W. Iowa's Nate Miller.
Heavy contact, 34 over the berm, 72 over the berm. So 54 goes over the front berm now. Brings it back on the track to catch the leaders here. There we got the leaders. Running that high line, 47 in second place, taking the bottom in 1 and 2. Same thing in 3 and 4. Two to go, 2 laps to go. They're racing here for the second spot. Ooh, the 72 got in the back of the 77 there, shook him up coming out of the corner, makes the move, gets around him and down the front stretch. Last lap. Oh, and that's going to bring her a caution. So since the caution flag was out, I think we're going to score that as a completed race. Oh, we might have Joe Hayes coming to hang out up here with us. IMCA race director or IMCA director of late models. We had him on the podcast earlier, so that'll be cool. Excited to see him come up here.
Checker flag waves, unofficially in 4th. 77C, Mitch Curran in 3rd. 72, Jacob Ellenberg. 47, Corey Kuchelan. Picking up the win. How about it out of Muscatine, Iowa? The number 17C, Shane Paris.
All right, out comes our last heat of Sport Mods tonight.
4th and final qualifying heat race.
Yeah, Joseph, it looks a lot smoother out there. Again, it helps when you've had another day of no rain, another day to get the thing ready. But the crew up here at trackside has done really good. Hey, no problem. No problem, New Fast Motorsports. I'm excited you guys are watching. I can't wait till we get to hang out sometime this summer. I know it'll happen. We changed our rules. I don't know if you follow trackside. The rules now very interesting in the 4-cylinder class, kind of opening up some things.
Looks like we may have a scratch. The 1J, Greg Wilson.
Greg Wilson, they broke an A-arm and a steering gear. Of the steering box, yeah, they broke. He came out during hot laps and gave it a hit, and it just spun around on him, and it's not like what Greg would do. And so there was some break on the part. So Greg Wilson's night in the Nick Moschine is over, but It looks like from hot laps, Derek was getting after it in the 9, so we'll see how he finishes. Last night he went 24th to 7th in his feature. Wade gets a nice start in the field at number 30, sponsored by Simply Modified. You'll see Jacob Hoffman down there, 4 wide. Oh, Wade falls back off the pace. Three wide in the front stretch. They go 3 wide into 1. They stick that way. A little bit of contact. 32 kind of gets squeezed out as the number 9 shoots down on the 75. Number 9 now comes to the bottom side. They go single file into 3 and 4. '75 scored as your leader. Number 9 in second. That high line starting to develop tonight, but so is that low. A typical Maquoketa track, we're seeing it slicked off top to bottom. .32 trying to make a move on the 9. Check out the race going back here for 5th, 4th position. Tough break for Wade in the number 30, or excuse me, in the 87. That's not Wade, 87J. Loops it around solo, takes ends of his night. 1 to go on the 75. We'll follow him around on his last lap. 9 goes to the bottom. '75 is looking strong, Latham. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure to hit that share button, share it with all your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, you can send that as a message, and they can immediately open it up and cast it onto their TV or watch it from their phone. If you are at any kind of establishment tonight, you've been watching it, you're wanting to hear it a little bit better, ask them if they have any kind of a smart TV and has a YouTube app. You can find the race on YouTube as well on Done Right TV. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live. But make sure to hit that up, and you can cast it on any smart TV or anything with a Chrome stick or any device like that, and you can watch it on the big screen. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. The weather really cooperated with us. We were lucky again, knock on wood, that the weather was able to basically split Maquoketa. We got kind of some clouds to the north and south of us that aren't looking so good, but we are basically in the clear, so it looks like we're going to be a full night of racing. We've got quite a few cars here. Again, I don't have quite a car count. Looks like we're going to have 3 heats of 4 cylinders. So we got some kind of confusion there, because we got 2 cars on the track.
And the 219 of Aaron Berry out of Salem.
Got a couple cars stopped on the backstretch. I don't know if there's an issue there, or they had a break. It looks like, yeah, it looks like there's a break.
Steve Struck at number 24. Top runner, especially on the bigger tracks.
Some familiar cars we've seen this year.
Take care of the 24, then we'll get back underway.
The 24 just died, so maybe we'll get him a pop start here.
Right for the 24, he gets shoved back into the pit area.
Yeah, 24 is going to have to get shoved back into the pits. Hopefully, they can get whatever was going on there figured out before feature racing.
1 to go, signal this time.
1 more to go.
He's had some good runs already this season.
If you are watching, give us a shout out where you're watching from.
And the W1 at Campbell, he's the point leader last check up at the Dubuque Speedway.
You hear random slapping up here. It's just us killing the gnats.
Hills, Iowa, that number 8. Also a top runner down at the CJ Speedway.
Did you bring that soother up here?
Robbie Harding.
Okay.
Had that car bust up on him, and he's got it back together. Mitch Bieleberg, he has found some speed in that number 12X. Feature winner.
All right, we're gonna go green flag racing this time in 4-cylinder. 4-cylinder's a whole lot of fun of class. You know, it's more than really developed in the last few years. X trying to make a run on the W1, but look at the 12 on the shooting to the bottom. The 12X came kind of back from the back of the pack there. Worked their way all the way to the front, 3 wide, going into 3. .12X is trying to shoot between the W1 and the 7X. There he goes, shoots in between. Runs the 12X up and over the berm. Or the 7X, excuse me. The 12 shot between the W1 and the 7X, and when it carried too much momentum in the corner, carried the 7X off the top of the track there. We'll see if there's any bit of payback on that one. And now the 12 is running away. One to go for the 12. Picks up the win. W1 in second place. The 41 and 47 in third. The 219 in fourth. And the number 7X battled back to fifth place. Hey, let me know. I've had one issue with audio. If you're having any issues cutting in and out of audio, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Woo! I'm pretty popular in Florida. I might have to go down there for a race later. I know there's quite a bit of. I got mower racers down there. I got some other competitors down that area. We might have to do a Bibster trip some point and. Trying to pick up some races over down there. Second heat. All right, good to say. Make sure it sounds good. It's Mrs. Bibster's having issues with the audio cutting out. She didn't know if it was her or me. We'll say it was her, possibly. But. Second heat. 3 wide in the backstretch there, 22 trying to shoot around. There we go, that's a little bit better. A little bit closer to me. Gone single file now. Sorry about that, folks. Had to spray the bug soother on me. The gnats are just all over the place back here. 22 on the bottom side of the 24. 1 to go. 22 takes a run. 22's out there in a Honda Civic. Kind of a newer body style Civic. They're hitting on the end of the straightaway here. 22's going to pick up the win, but the 24 and that Cavalier was fighting all the way to the end.
Set to rock and roll for heat races. QCGeeks.com, IMCA modified. Rob, you got heat race one.
Thank you, sir, and these will be good ones, no doubt about it.
Route ready to go modified racing. 4 races tonight.
Yeah, actually we got third heat for the 4 cylinders coming up. Jamie Wood in the 88 leads him out to the
Just checking in the on the YouTube chat line now.
Car count, Miss Ashley Ruman to the outside to T78. Tyler Shady, row 3 on the inside.
Yeah, Bruce, not a big fan of that. We got about, we've been getting a bunch of rain here, but not as much as we've had.
Glad to have some of these out-of-town visitors with us. Levi Heath, good runner down at the CJ Speedway. Jason Ash, down toward Burlington.
Okay, it looks like.
Got some strong competition and 4 of our regulars ahead of him. Jamie Wood just looking for some good luck. See if he can do it here. Coming to the green flag from our official starter down
Two by two they go. Oh, 88 slows down. Caution came out, and 88 got on the brakes, and it looks like there's some debris on the track. So 88 was on the brakes, and the number 4 gave him a love tap in the back, not quite ready for the stop there.
We'll start this one over. Did not even get a lap in. Looks like an air cleaner. Well, they used the wrong screwdriver for that clamp, I believe.
Yep, air cleaner out on the track.
An air filter that is muddy. This one's over. At least a little bit dirty. Track grooving in nicely. Thank you very much. We go back to green.
Got a birthday shout out, Anna Gibbs, niece of Derek Wilson, the number 9. Happy birthday, Anna. That's 78 out there. Tyler Shady, the T78, blew his motor up in Dubuque, got it back together already. Great to see him back out. They're 3 wide. Tyler on the top side. 88 dropping back in the field. Now Tyler trying to run the bottom side under the 3. And a 3 sandwich, got a 3 on the top side and a 3S, I believe, on the bottom. And then Tyler in the T78. Now he tries to get around the pair of 3s. One on the high side. But the 3S, they're still 3 wide all the way back down the backstretch. The 3S gives the other 3 the slide. They come 3 wide down the front stretch. It looks like they're going to score Tyler Shady in the lead, but it's just by a bumper. 5 laps down. Now Tyler Shady completes the pass. One to go, but now the 3S is running the bottom side. Got to try and give Tyler a run for his money. Takes the bottom, Tyler's on the top. We're gonna see how they come out of the corner. He tries to push up Tyler. Tyler is able to squeak out the win by just a bumper. If that is just a preview of what we're gonna be seeing tonight in the feature race.
Picking up the win, brand new engine in that car. How about it for the T78 at Tyler Shady?
Good racing going on. Trackside Promotions 4-cylinder division. First of 4 heat races. The QCJeeps.com INCA modified.
4 heat races tonight, folks. 4 heat races. We got friends that are racing. Now is the time to share.
This on the 14D car is Dustin Morgan. His outside the 21 M32.
Oh.
Here's Tyler Madigan. Row number 2, the 70 car from right here in Maquoketa. Here's Joe Bunny to his outside. The veteran driver for Comanche, the 77J, Steve Johnson.
Steve Johnson out there in the 77.
The killer, the slayer, Paul Larson to his outside. The 7 car. Keith Hayslip in the 7. Looks like the 14D and the 7 are going to tag the tail. The field row 3 is going to look like this. The 18R Terry Renfro into his outside. The 15D is Brandon Durbin.
Got Manigan out there, Durbin out there, Johnson out there, Larson out there. Tonight is just a who's who of IMCA modifieds. Obviously, with Kenny Schrader, former NASCAR driver, in the house. Don't forget, if you are a fan of Kenny Schrader, we had a chance to sit down with him for Mr. Talks too. We'll get to that in just a minute. We're modified racing. Wild start. Jeff Larson trying to nose his way up to the front, trying to get by Steve Johnson. They battle back down the backstretch. Manigan's running away with it, letting Johnson and Larson battle it out. Larson and Johnson break away from the 70. Larson pulls ahead of the 77, Steve Johnson. Again, Manigan's had clear air up there, been able to just run away. 3 laps down. It's gonna be. We're gonna see if Larson's able to catch up to him. But look here, Steve Johnson gives Larson the slide on the front stretch. Runs the bottom. Now Larson trying to run the top. Johnson's got the power. Drag races back down the back stretch. Larson carries the momentum. Gets past Johnson on lap 5. Johnson gets in line behind Larson. Larson goes a little bit high. It's going to cost him getting around a little bit of lap traffic there. Steve Johnson takes advantage of that. Now he's going to try and race the bottom side. And again, this is all going on while Manigan's out in the lead all by himself. Johnson on the bottom. White flag. Catch up to Manigan here. Tyler Manning will pick up the win. Jeff Larson second. Steve Johnson third. Number 18 in fourth. Durbin in the number 15 in fifth.
Thomas from Dubuque, Iowa. How about it for Tyler Madigan? Qualifying heat race number 2 off the slate. Rock and Rob, take her away.
All right, here we come out like this on the pole. Will be the car number 10, and Keith Feller. 10 years right will be the 0 of Joe Beal. Row 2 on the inside, the 19B out of Mount Morris, Illinois, Austin Blue. 10 years outside will be the number 11.
All right, heat number 2.
Inside, the 12th team, Jimmy Curran. To the outside of him will be the number 1 of Eric Barnes. And in the back will be the 4B of Mitch Bowles. Looks like we're missing the 10. Keith Feller, I think I heard something about touch problems on that machine. In 4 laps, QCJeeps.com, IMCA modified action coming your way. I think this is the first time all year we've run 4 heats for the modifieds.
They go 3 wide down the backstretch. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. Not sure what for. Oh, there's a piece of debris up on the top of the track on turn 2.
Get on that. The one thing when you see Joe Beal carry that left front wheel actually in the air, you can see it spinning a little bit, but you don't want to set it back down. You have it up, you need to keep it up, and he's doing just that. 19B Austin Blue, Ray Cox Jr. in the 11.
Yeah, Beal up in the front by himself. Ray Cox Jr. in the number 11 behind him.
Timmy Curran in the 12, Eric Barnes in the 1. Mitch Bowles with us. Glad to have him back in the number 4B. We're going to
see Real Deal Joe Beal back there with the 1 wheel off the ground. They go 3 wide behind him. Back there for that 3rd spot between the 1 and the 19. 1 on the bottom, 19 on the top. 19 over the side of the berm, that'll cost him. Ray Cox Jr. follows suit. Ray Cox Jr. takes the bottom side. Number 12 picks up the win, getting around Joe Buell.
Junior in third, the 1B of Eric Barnes. In second, the 0 of Joe Beal. How about it? Out of Bernard, Iowa, the number 12 of Timmy Curran.
Timmy Curran picking up the win.
Don't normally get dirt in our face
Hey,
up here.
don't forget
No, the wind's in the right way.
a lot of silent auction
I had to put the glasses back on.
there for Brad Deary Ford, including a free oil change, tire rotation, also a platinum detailing, timber lanes, a $20 gift certificate, B&B pit stop with a $20 oil change, always barn nurse shop with gift certificates down there as well. Silent auction items.
Go, D-Rec.
D-Rec out in the house, starting on the front line. On the outside, Jared Franzen. Featured driver Kenny Schrader out there, and then in the S9, Justin Kai starting that back row. Yo, no, Justin Kai will not stay back there.
Kenny Schrader to his outside. Will be the 18.
A little bit of a jump there. I don't know if it was Franzen or...
Race fans, we really want to hear what's going on pit side on the radios. If you have a radio in the grandstands, tuned into the officials' frequency, we need you to shut it off. Someone's got a radio that's keyed up. We hear little kids talking. We don't need it. It's blocking up, causing confusion on the radio. Please, if you have a receiver, tuned to the officials' frequency, please shut it off immediately. Set to go, we'll try it again. Derek Wilson gonna bring us down.
Derek Wilson, the jump on the pack. Kenny Schrader working his way up now. Derek Wilson to the bottom of the track. Kenny Schrader now on the bottom side of Derek Wilson. Runs by him. Derek over the edge, having to kind of recover it there. Oh, Justin Kai drops off the edge, and so does Derek Wilson. Getting quite a bit of mud on the side of that car, but I don't know if he was hanging out with Kyle Ernst at the mud bogs today. Back in the front of the pack, Jared Franzen. On the bottom of the 61. Trying to get on the outside of Franzen now. One to go, one to go. Kenny Schrader gets 4th place in the heat. Last heat for our modifieds.
Thank you, big boy. How about that 4th heat race for the QCTeams.com? IMCA modifieds will be led by the number 89, 72-year-old Tom Pesca.
Said I'll show you kind of here. Wilson, Derek Wilson, slid out the backtrack, collected a little bit of mud.
Bringing up the rear out of Sterling, Illinois, the 93 in that corner. Big guns in this one. So it'll be a good race.
Hobby stocks after this. And then I believe our sport mod consi, it looks like they're lining up. Garnhart works around the outside, tries to dive through the middle. He's got the 53 on the bottom side. Garnhart moves up to 2nd, under the 88. Now working that high side, tries to get around the 88. 88 gets a nice run off the backstretch. Garnhart on the top, 88 on the bottom. They're neck and neck at the line, but now Garnhart runs that high side. This lap, the 88 gets by the Garnhart in the 3. Six laps down. 88 still in front of Garnhart. Garnhart takes the high side, 88 on the bottom. Garnhart trying to get all over the bump of the 88 with 1 to go. Garnhart goes to the bottom side, tries to follow the leader. The 88 will pick up the win. Garnhart 2nd. 53 3rd, 56 4th. That's 93 in 5th place.
service. IMCA Hobby Stock Heat Race number 1 rolling out on the Speedway. All the poles scheduled to be the 7M. Justin Moorhart to his outside. The 3B from Cascade is Brandon White. Row number 2 to the inside. The M1 from right here to Maquoketa. That is Lee Moringer. To his outside. The 58B car is Randy Byerly. Third and final row. The 09 is Daniel Waters. The 33 car, we don't know. Late to the Speedway. I'm not sure who the 33 is. You know, text me. Let me know.
Hobby stock time. Looks like we're going to have 2 heats of hobby stocks tonight. I think we're going to do hobby stocks, and we're going to move into our sport mod consi, and then we'll move into our late model heats. And then if I look at the time, we're probably going to move very quickly into
caution lights are out, set to go. Justin Moorhart, the 7M going is down. It's Randy
Moorhart. Takes the field to green. A lot of contact there. Daniel Walters runs the bottom side. They go 3 wide down the back. Walters in that new Rev chassis 09 tries to get by of Moorhart. Oh, and we got a single spin. It looks like 58's going to keep it under power, keep it on the green. Moorhart does a spin on the backside. We'll see. Moorhart's going to keep going. Moorhart does. So now Daniel Walters out by himself. He's got Lane Warner behind him in the M1. Walters taking that high side. Walters and Voyner are running the top of the bowl. They got the 3 coming up there with them. Now Voyner trying to take the bottom in 1 and 2. One more to go, 1 more to go. Checkers for Daniel Walters, waving right here. Daniel Walters picks up the win. M9 Lane Warringer in 2nd place. 3S 3rd. 58 gets 4th after that single car spin. Able to recover that.
Second spot to the M1 Lane Warringer. And your heat race winner. How about it for the West Branch Wildman, Daniel Waters. Heat race number 2 coming up. Then we got a few B mains. And I believe we'll go late model heat racing. Rob, ready to go?
Always. Here we go. Second hobby stock heat race brought to you by Sean's Auto Service. On the pole will be the number 18 out of Maquoketa, Nelson Bowen. In his rookie season. To his right will be the 28 of Bobby Taggart. Row 2 inside the 11 F Shane over Brickley. To his outside the number 16 Dakota Simons. And that's a feature weight this season. Bringing up the rear.
Yeah, 61 was Bruce. I believe in that last race there. Kind of going back through the going back to some of the comments. Second heat of hobby stock. Again, if you're new to the world of IMCA racing, hobby stocks are your closest to affordability in a full-size car. Obviously, if you're looking at price, you're going to go 4 cylinders. Is going to be your cheapest to get into normally, and then hobby stocks, and then street stocks and sport mods are probably pretty close to what you're going to have in them. And then modifieds and then late models. And again, there's exceptions. You know, there's guys that run modifieds that have less money in than some of the top sport mod guys. And, you know, there's probably guys in some of the hobby stocks that have more money in it than some of the sport mods, you know, depending on what level they're at in racing. But general terms of kind of what the cost of getting into the sport. That's kind of the habit, you know, and you kind of see now it's more 4 cylinders is the way the guys got into racing, guys and gals, but you know, 20 years ago it was all hobby stock. Obviously 4 cylinders they weren't as big then as they are now.
Check it out. We'll have some giveaways a little bit later. All the benefit. The state family children's hospital.
They go 4 wide there almost. 3 wide for sure. They come out of down the backstretch, still kind of line up 2 by 2. Now Kyle Vornger's on that backside now, right behind Dakota. Single file on the top side. They're all in the high line, and Kyle Vornger tries to even go higher than them, trying to find that upper grip that he's always notorious for finding here at Maquoketa Speedway. But there's a lot of traffic up there he's having to deal with. Still trying to go higher. Everybody else throwing a big old rooster tail. He's getting in all of the, get up there into the cushion. Now Warrior does the opposite. We normally just runs the bottom of the track. Trying to just get by that traffic. Still sticking up there on the 1 and 2. Got a lot of speed up there. But there's not enough forward grip as they come around 3 and 4. And the problem is when they're all in a row like that, you can't follow the guy's wheels in front of you and pass him. Now Warrior tries to dive down a little bit low, tries to shoot in the middle there. They come 3 wide out of 2. They stay around 3 wide. Warrior loses a little bit of momentum. Dakota comes into the corner first. The 28 goes to the bottom of the track in 4. Falls back behind Kyle Warrior. Now Warringer's got his eyes on Dakota with 5 laps down. Now Kyle jumps to the bottom of the track. He's going to slide by Dakota, tries to get the slide down to Dakota, not quite enough of momentum. But that's going to finish the race out with the number 11 picking up the win. Number 60, Dakota Simonson, getting second.
The 60, Dakota Simonson, picking up the win. Great job using that high groove. How about it? The number 11 is Shane Oberbrecht.
Shane Oberbrecht getting the win in the 11S, run that high line. Really, and just blocking. That was the only, for these hobby stocks I did, that was really the hot ticket up there. You saw Kyle Vornger trying to go on the lower side a couple times and have a little bit of success, but still not as much speed as they were carrying up on the top of the track there. We'll see that high side develop as we go. No, it looks like we are going to go late model racing and then sport mod consi, it looks like.
Just a little bit. And over meets IMCA late model heat race number 1 rolling out onto the Speedway.
Don't forget you're watching Done Right TV. Done Right TV has all sorts of options for you. Everything from internet security to TV solutions. If you have any questions about any of the products that we're going to talk about tonight when we talk about Done Right, make sure to give Kelly and his team a call. It's over there on West Locust in Davenport. They have internet solution that is super, super great, super easy to use. Imagine having internet with just being able to plug it into a wall. We have some customers that are using it in the Albany area and rural areas, so really it's something you can really, anybody can use. Here comes the Andover meets IMCA late models. Matt Ryan dives down to the bottom off the start. Now tries to run for the lead. Got Doug Nye back there. Pataska back in the number 12. Matt Ryan takes that bottom line. And Matt Ryan, another one of the races that's involved in that national champion hunt. Matt Ryan picked up the win in Davenport last night. Would love to go 2 for 2 for the weekend. Doug Nye getting a little bit of work there, getting around That 19, the R19, trying to get around him. Hits around him on the backstretch. Matt Ryan's still way out in front. Matt Ryan's still way out in front. Luck on that high side of the track. Got a race for second place. Let's take a look. One to go. Matt Ryan's still way out in the lead. We're watching the race for second place between the 16 and the 60. Matt Ryan's going to easily be able to pick up the win. Let's see how second place goes. The 16 dives down on the front of the 60, picks up gets second place in the heat. Doug Nye in fourth. What?
Matt Ryan's strong.
Dude, he's stupid good.
He's strong. Come on, Maya. It's your time.
Have you ever seen, I don't know if you follow Matt Ryan on Facebook, his racer page? He has the funniest write-ups. Like the one that was like, well, I was doing good. Then I saw a two-headed monster in the stands, got distracted, got past. Like, he does these, like, they don't even, like, the word is hilarious on him. It's just, yeah, he's a. Here, Kelly and I talking from Dun Right Saddles a little bit about Matt Ryan. He has been a machine out there this year. Speaking of machines, again, when we talk about late model racing and we talk about the caliber of late model racing we have here at the Trackside Promotions tracks between here and Dubuque, we have some of the best. We have basically who is running for the national championship last year came down to Maquoketa. It came down to guys that were running here. Jeremiah Hurst, who ended up winning. Matt Ryan was 1 point behind. Justin Kai was in the fight for that. So you really have an opportunity here at Maquoketa and Dubuque to come and see the drivers that are going to win the national championship for IMCA live. Andy Nisworcevich in the 7 gets a nice jump on the field, gets a clean air. Justin Kai gets caught back in a little bit of traffic. Got Jeremiah Hurst back there in the 58. Jeremiah Hurst has got a big mountain to climb, fighting from the back there. Jeremiah won second place out in Marshalltown last night. Andy Nisworcevich all by himself out there. We're going to stick around for this second, third, fourth place race right here between Justin Kai, the 75, or the 51, and the 23. 51 slides up a little bit. But just as there's that much of a fight, now you see Jeremiah Hurst entering in. We got a pack of 5 late models right there, all into each other. Jeremiah kind of gets caught up in the back of the 23, now in the bottom side. He's trying to get around Justin Kai. He goes to the high side. Justin Kai gives him the block. Now he slides down to the bottom. Again, we got 3 full cars in front of him. Kai to the top. Jeremiah Hurst to the bottom. Now he scoots up 2 positions. He's up into that 4th position now. And now, just as I say 4th, he slid into 3rd. Jeremiah Hurst is on a tear. I wouldn't want to be the 28 right now. Again, IMCA national, reigning national champion coming down. And again, Andy Swarczyk at this point is just happy he's out there in clean air. And with 5 laps down, I don't think he's going to have to worry much. He needs to keep it caution-free. Jeremiah coming up through traffic, showing how aggressive but clean he can drive. He was able to put his car right where he needed it to go. Again, him and Justin Kai back there were racing. There was about 3 cars in front of him. Jeremiah Hirsch had a good line. He was able to shoot the gap when he needed to, and all of a sudden go from 6th to 3rd place just like that. Now he's raining down the 28. You're watching that gap slow up. They're both pulling away from Kai a little bit. Again, 9 to go. 1 more lap. We're going to follow the leader to the win. Andy Swarczyk all out by himself. Jeremiah Hirsch got 1 more lap, trying to get in that 2nd place, trying to get a little bit of a better pick in the draw. Now he's running back down the backstretch. Here he's going to come into 3. Hirsch on the bottom side. He's trying to run up the top. He's going to give him the drag race. I don't think he's going to be able to make it 28, get 2nd place. But Jeremiah Hirsch really working his way through the pack. Oh, we got a little bit of a smoke show going out there out of the 46. Looks like that might be a bigger issue. Might cause him not to come out for the heat. We don't know. We'll find out. Andy Swarczyk picks up the win. Again, when we talk about the caliber that we have here at Maquoketa is the best late model racing. You're going to see some of the top racers out here putting on always a great show. Speaking of late model racing, we have rescheduled our Deary show on June 18th. It is going to be the Roberts Memorial, like it was supposed to be on the first time when we were in Maquoketa and we had rain and rain and rain. But we're going to be here, obviously, in support with Done Right TV and all the great products. If you were wondering how we are filming all this tonight, we're using what they call a Sling Studio. Sling Studio allows you to connect up to 9 cameras while recording 4 simultaneously, wirelessly. And how that works is you take all the cameras and you have a little screen that's like a mixer board. And if you've done any video work before, we'll kind of get an idea if you've ever seen it. And again, I encourage you to check it out on YouTube. There's tutorials on how it all works, and it'll explain it. But Sling Studio is a great product, and we can set you guys up at Done Right TV. So if you're a content creator, everything from a Twitch live streamer, and you want to be able to have you and the game on the screen, and a really nice way to do it. Or if you're a content creator, you film ads, you have a lot of B-roll, and you want to be able to film a lot of it at the same time, this device allows you to record 4 devices at the same time. So you can record 4 different camera shots, take it back, edit it up, and it's already all in one timestamp. It's all recorded together, so you're not having to try and line things up and be clapping into the mic. Again, that's called the Sling Studio. I want you to check it out. And if it's something you're interested in, make sure to give Kelly and his team a call over at Done Right TV. Now we are going to move into our Sport Mod Consi. It looks like we're going to have 2. Again, we have been super lucky this year, but super excited about the kind of car count we've been having here, where we've been running Consis in Sport Mod every week so far, at least 1, if not 2. Last week in Dubuque, you saw 38 Sport Mods show up for that Twin 20 feature, and that was amazing. We ended up starting 24 cars, and so we sent 14 cars home, which, like I said, a lot of times you see 14 cars in a class, and that's a decent-sized class, and we've been able to really knock it out of the park. I do not have a car count for this week yet, but as soon as I do, we will try and pass that along. We like to always keep track. Current record at Maquoketa Speedway is 126. We set that last year at the last race of the year. We had 120 last week, and that was with no extra classes. The 126, we had a class that came in. So we'll see here how this works. But again, it looks like they're taking a couple minutes to get ready for the Sport Mods. Oh, it looks like we're going to do a quick couple laps. This limited late model. Now, this is kind of cool. It's a little car, instinctively. Runs on a 600cc motorcycle engine. And there's a few of them. There's a builder down south of them. They're running them down there. A builder bought 5, brought them up here. They run them in West Liberty.
10 years old. Gonna take a couple shakedown laps here. Heavy Fire Equipment, Victory Ford, big wheels. Jeff's Auto Service. CKB Trucking, all sponsors of the car number 93. This is a sharp, limited, mini late model. They come out of the south, they race them weekly. Up at the Fayette County Speedway, West Union, Iowa. Much like the XL 600 modifieds, but not quite the same. Wheelbase a little longer. They weigh just a little bit more. Same power plant. Same wheels. Just a 10-year-old kid trying to make a few laps here. Get that car shook down.
Yeah, just like Big Boy was saying here at the Maquoketa, 10-year-old, getting kind of used to the car. Because they're running at West Liberty, and they're hoping to bring some more up. And he's back.
Beautiful little pirouette off of turn number 4. He sticks the landing. 9.5 for the Russian. 9.2 from the French judge. They'll have to settle for the silver.
It's a little 600cc engine, and that thing just works as he comes around into 1 and 2.
Grab the clutch. Saved her again. Checkers are waving. How about it for the youngster? Let him hear it.
Being pitched out by MCA Sport Mods. First of 2. Count of 2 B-mains on the pole. For the first one will be the number 71J, Justin Schroeder. Outside the 43LV, Logan Bellows. Row 2 inside, 27X of Barrett Clark. Outside, he's the consi king, the 77W in Newburgh. Row 3.
You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. Consi Keen's out there in 77W. Won every consi he's been in so far. W, excuse me.
Justin Wilkinson in the 44D. Also out there, gets his second appearance with us here in the country this year. Also was here on practice night and rolled it going over turn number 2.
Oh, they got kind of caught up there, but they all keep it under green, I think. Yep. Laps down, 13 way out in the lead. And this is our first of 2 consis. One to go. Looks like the 43 is going to have it wrapped up. Picks up the win, 44 in second, 71 third, 77 fourth. All right.
To the Speedway, that is Maquoketa. His outside of the 87J of Christian Jordan. Three on the inside, the 7M car for the Bugle Steve Miller to his outside. The 6R Rustin Shaw looks to be a scratch. Also the 1W of Greg Wilson not making the call. Attention to the pit area. Modified B main. You need to be in staging. Modified B main.
Ooh, we have a modified B main.
Modified B main. You need to be in staging. How about buckle in, gentlemen?
Which we don't have anyone staging over there now. So great turnout that we're having to run a B main for the modifieds. Wade and the number 30 trying to shoot around the outside, trying to secure that spot. I think they said the top 4 make it in. Oh! The number 54 goes over the backside of the track. Gets around Wade. Wade was scored the lead after the first lap, now second lap. Wade having some kind of a handling issue in the corners there. He's falling back. Hopefully be able to hang on to it. Wade having some kind of a problem there, trying to get around the middle of the corner. A lot of push, getting pushed to the top on 3 and 4. Sure. Water. Thanks. two more we'll have two mains of modified. I don't know if you guys heard that, Rob Hinckley down there, 27 races tonight. Just a reference, we ran 25 races last week in Dubuque.
First of two B mains. For the QC Jeeps IMC, modified 18 iron Terry Renfro will be on the pole. To his right will be the 11 of Ray Cox Jr.
So there is still time to get this feed shared with your friends and show them the video tonight because we're going to be here for a while.
Row 3 out of Maquoketa, the number 70 of Joe Bonnie to his right.
Looking for sponsors from a lot of extra dirty up here tonight. We need kind of a we'll need an air compressor sponsor here. Okay, now on your first of two B mains. Only 4 cars. Ray Cox Jr. in that front row. So 9 in each heat will battle for the top 4 spots.
Ray Cox Jr. starting right where he likes to ride up on the top side. 9 cars scheduled, all 9 are there.
Looks like Derek Wilson's coming out for his getting staged. He's in the next consi. Again, great racing we've seen out here tonight, and we'll hopefully continue to see the rest of the night. Beautiful track it's turning out to be.
All right, don't crank it up, coming up a turn forward, 10 laps over.
I don't know if they thought that was a little bit of a jump there or what.
Glad to have him here at Maquoketa Speedway. Makes that appearance every once in a while.
All right, they're going to do one more lap on a caution. No lap scored. We're going to line things back up the way it was.
Get an official green flag. Dustin Morton has already gone pit side in that 14B.
Again, we're going to run 2 consis for the modified. We ran 2 for sport mod already, 2 for modified, and then we're going to run into our 6 feature racing. So again, you heard Mr. Hinckley earlier say we're going to run 27 races tonight. That is exciting. Pretty insane when you figure it all out, how much racing we're going to have out here. I still do not have an official car count. I will see if anybody racing on the officials side, if you guys, if you can give me the car count, that'd be great if you're watching. All right, we're gonna keep right on this shot as they come around the track one more time.
The key fella with an issue in that number 10. Pulls it into the infield. So we had 9, now we're down to 7. Haven't even turned a lap yet.
Made it a lot easier. only three are gonna lose now. All right, we're going racing. Again, top 4 make it to the feature. Ray Cox Jr. goes with bombs on the top side. They try and go 3 wide. Again, they're fighting for that 4th spot. Don't forget, crazy things happen in the consi racing. Looks like the top 4 right now kind of separated from the back 3. Ray Cox Jr. out in the lead. And that number 11 running that top side. Look at the angle he's putting on that car. wide in 4. That's going to cause a caution to come out. All right, so now we got 3 cars on the track battling for the top 4 spots.
Next Saturday, June 8th, it's QCJeeps.com, 9 here at the Speedway. QCJeeps.com, IMCA Modifieds, $1,000 to win.
Y'all hear that next weekend? In Modifieds, $1,000 to win. Ray Cox Jr. brings the field to the green, runs that high side. All running that top line now. 2 to go, 2 to go. Ray Cox Jr. still way out in the lead. Got Austin Bloom behind him in the 19. One to go. Ray Cox Jr. picks up the win. Hey, YouTube chat, I haven't been watching, guys. I'm sorry about.
B-Main, number 2, rolling out on the Speedway, QCJeeps.com, IMCA Modifieds, all the board, the driver out of Fenton, Missouri, the right-hand car, that is Kenny Schrader. Kenny's outside the 56 car,
Hey, we got watchers in Canada. Excited to see you guys down in Texas. Who's this? Oh, hi Kelly. I see where you're at. Nice. I like the shot. Kelly has it on a TV down below. Looks good. Looks good, Kelly. All right, second B main for Sport Mods. Not Sport Mods, Modified. Kenny Schrader right in that front row, and that 9. Top 4 gonna make it to the big show. Oh, 56. Oh! Oh! Wild wreck off the backside. That's gonna bring the caution out. The 56 clipped the side of the 93 and just hit a rut, went straight up in the air. Looks like flat left rear in the 93. No lap scored. We're going to reline things up. But yeah, the 50, look, the 56 kind of went high, caught the 93, and the 93 just pogo stick the back end up. 93 is going to come off the track. That'll end his night. Unless he can get a tire on real quick, but I don't think. I think his night is going to be done. Again, top 4 making the feature. All right, back over to the YouTube chat. We were having a little discussion with you guys. 56 also off the track. All right, so me and Big Boy are messaging about he was giving points out for when that kid and that little one looped it and was able to just hang on and go. I mean, what credit? Loop it, just pull the clutch in and go. All right, let's check out the YouTube chat. We are running. What track are we at tonight? We're at Maquoketa. Hey, sorry I haven't announced that as much. Kenny Schrader jumps off the front of the pack. We're at Maquoketa Speedway tonight, part of Trackside Promotions. Justin Kai gets up in there. Kenny Schrader is running the top side now. Again, top 4 make the feature. Derek Wilson back in the number 9 variant machine. Caution again, caution again. I don't know if we have debris on the track or what. Still, I don't know if they're not.
Caution on the Speedway, the 93, Matt Warner.
Oh, the 93 did not get all the way. Did not get all the way off the track, so still no lap scored. Yeah, we are at Maquoketa Speedway. Check out Trackside Promotions on Facebook. Don't forget, we're going to talk about some upcoming events real quick as I'm getting everything kind of run up. But yeah, it looks like we're, congratulations, YouTube. You guys are winning right now. You guys have more viewers. Little Facebook, YouTube competition. Right now we have more people watching on YouTube than Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you guys want to win, I don't know what, but there'll be something. Anyway, upcoming events. Make sure you go to Trackside Promotions on Facebook, and there'll be a link to where you can get tickets for the World of Outlaws. Kelly's back up here. Looked good in there, Kelly, on the TV. We're... Somebody in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got...
Cool, yeah, I'm a monitor now.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that picture. I was like, oh, look at that. So did you see that 93 pogo stick? Yeah. I thought that was going to be worse because he went up, and I thought he was going up and over. He luckily, I mean, worst thing he's going to have is that we're still not going green, guys.
Is this another B main?
This is 2 B mains and modifieds. So we're going to do 27 races tonight. We did 25 in Dubuque last.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many cars are there?
I haven't gotten a car count. I have not. I might message. I'll message Rob.
Oops. I was gonna get a sweatshirt.
Let me check the message Rob real quick. Actually, Jason's already up.
Catch up with us tomorrow night. Again, up at the Butte County Speedway. If you haven't been yet this season, you're missing out. Signed 122 cars into the pits last Sunday night. Great show, top.
We actually had 122 in Dubuque last. Trying to see Big Boy's on the announcer on his message, and we'll see if he can give me a car count. We got to be over 100. There's no way to run in this many consis and not being close to 100. It depends on our smaller classes weren't that big, but still decent. Everyone ran at least one feature or one heat race, so we'll see. I'm guessing we got to be at least around the 100 number. Like I said, if you're wondering why we're under caution, the number 93 down here is having some issues exiting the track.
Still working on cleaning up 93 mile water. Something amiss underneath the rear end of that car. He's on the hook.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to get it back there, but there was something wrong in the rear end of his car. And obviously, if you guys saw in the live stream, he pogo sticked up there and came down hard. We said before, consis, B-mains, whatever you want to call them, some of the craziest racing because it really is a fight for the finish. A lot of times in heat races, especially if your class isn't that full, you know you're going to make the feature. I mean, you want a good spot, but if you're back there, you're going to try and get the feature. Here we go. Kenny Schrader coming to the line, attempt number 2. Kenny Schrader up on the high side. Justin Kai on the bottom. Schrader trying to pull away from the field. Kai now on the bottom side. Kai gets by Kenny Schrader. Kai and Schrader up there racing. Let's check it out. They're neck and neck. I don't know. I do not want to be Kevin Feller trying to score them because they came across about nose to nose there. Again, top 4 spots are going to make it to the feature. Right on the bubble in 5th place is the number 9 machine, Varium Racing. Give it a little bit of update as we watch the front runners. I know Derek's got a lot of fans out there watching. He's getting by him. Derek's got into 4th place. I'm sorry, we got to zoom in on this. Derek just worked his way into 4th place. He's trying to battle now to stay in the to stay in the feature. This is the big race right now. I mean, obviously you got Kai and Schrader in the front of the pack. They're in. They get into each other. Now Derek's going to try and take the bottom side. He's right on the bumper. Again, that's the bubble spot. Now the number 9 he's trying to get in there. Now Derek Wilson tries to take the bottom side. Look at him go back there. He runs on the bottom, gets momentum on the front. He's going to be scored in the 4th position on the 6th lap. Can he hang on to it? That's going to be the question. Now the number 18 gets in the back corner of the number 9. There's a physical race going on here. No blood lost between these 2 racers. He tries to get him. He spins! Derek holds his line! Derek holds his line! We're going to come under caution with 7 to go. But Derek held his line. And the number 7 spins. I'm sorry I was headphone users. I'm sorry I was yelling there, but that's my boy. If you guys watched that, 18 was trying to make some heavy contact in the 9. They've been battling back and forth. And Derek was able just to hang on to his line as he was getting into him, and he spun trying to get around. So we will line them back up. Now Derek again he's got the 91 right on top. So he will have to really be battling it back. He's currently scored in the 4th position. Top 4 are going to make it back to the feature. 7 laps down.
Kenny Schrader runs the number 2 spot. Racer Joe Hedefeld in the 3rd spot, and Derek Wilson rounds out your top 4, your qualified cars.
Like I said, Derek Wilson is currently on the bubble. He is in that 4th spot. He's got to make a move here. He's going to line up right behind Kenny Schrader. Ninja Tank, I can never bet. Ninja Tank is on YouTube. I can never bet against anyone beating Larson because he's been that good around here. Okay, we're gonna go green flag race, and Justin Kai will bring the field to the pack. Derek makes an aggressive move to stay in that 4th position. He's got the 91 all over him. Rough spot there in the 1 and 2. Derek tries to run away with the pack. There's a big Justin Kai comes out of power or something. We're not under caution. I don't know what happened to Justin Kai. He fell on power. Now Derek Wilson is running up with the front runners. And again, 90 gets kind of jumped around, hangs onto it. Now the 18 has worked his way back up behind Derek. Justin Kai comes out from under power. Something is wrong with his car. It's going to put Derek and the 18 now in the bubble. I don't know what happened there, but Justin Kai comes off the track. 91 comes off the track. Kenny Schrader will pick up the win. Number 33, Derek Wilson 3. Derek Wilson will secure a spot in the feature. Like I said, I don't know what happened there with Kai. Must have come on off of power or something, but He was on that. He was about 2 laps. He was starting to lose power. I don't know if he lost fuel pressure, but Derek Wilson will make it. But Kenny Schrader picks up the win in the consi. Derek Wilson secures himself in there with that 3rd place. So they'll come in for a quick tech session. It looks like we already have our street stock cars ready for the feature.
Well, Rob, 17 heat races, 4 B mains. What time is it?
8:44. How about
No. What time is it? No time. No time. Main feature event. Number 1 on the Speedway. Agani race engines. Great chances. IMC stock cars. Take it away.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, it's time for feature racing 8:45. Hey, we're 15 minutes sooner than we were in Dubuque the other night. We're good to go. Beautiful night, absolutely gorgeous night here out here in Maquoketa. You need to come out and check out Maquoketa Speedway. We want to thank all the viewers out there. If you're out there, give us, we've asked for this before, but if you're just joining in, give us a city and state where you're from or country. We love that we have some international viewers watching our little track here in Maquoketa. Again, this is brought to you by Done Right TV. If you have any TV security solutions, and especially internet solution, that is not just for this area. If you are, if you're in Texas, in Oklahoma, in any other state, the thing we have is truly a mobile internet setup. And Kelly Jeffries, the owner of Done Right, recently went all the way down to Arizona for the Dish TV or the Dish Network big conference, and he streamed the whole way down there, and he had great internet with this device. So if you don't have to think, well, I'm not in the eastern Iowa, western Illinois area, that's not a product that's for me. No, we can set you up. We will hook you up with this internet. Like I said, it's how we're doing everything we do here. It's also using the Saline Studio. So if either one of those things are something that you're interested in, check it out. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cars out here in our street stock class. Great number for them. Here we go. It's time to give the feed a share. Like I said, we're about to go feature racing. They're doing the wave lap right now. Let's see, we got Iowa City, Let's Iowa, Deer Lake Beach, Florida. Latham, I know you're always from Florida hanging out. I'm going to check out the what we got over here on YouTube as well. Like I said, trying to watch both screens here. Nothing on there yet. I think they're on a little bit more of a delay. But yeah, let us know where you're at. Don't forget, if you are not already, you stumbled upon this because one of your friends shared it, we thank your friends. We thank you for hanging out. Make sure to like Done Right TV. Also, you need to like Varium Racing and Bibster Promotions. And we're racing. The 27 gets a nice jump on the field. The 83 is right behind him. They come into 1 and 2. The whole field split high and low. Looks like there's a car kind of off the pace. They get kind of scrapped back together. They still pack race down the whole back stretch. Look at that, that's 3 wide, then 4 wide. All staying clean there. Look at them 4 wide around 2. Oh, there's a car got a little bit of scrubbed up, able to catch onto it. Again, these street stocks, they are packed in there. 10 cars on the track. They're driving like there's 40 of them out there with as close as they all are to each other. Putting on a great race. The 27 over the back berm into the mud, comes back on the track. 83 way out in the lead, 60. Look at that battle for second place. The 71 on the bottom of the 6. 83 way out in front. Let's watch this race between the 31 and the 6G. Battling for third. 31 gets on the bottom side, pushes the 6G up on the top of the track, loses momentum. Looks like the 99 is coming off the track. Oh, track promoter extraordinaire has joined us up here. Nick McCready's hanging out, watching the top side action. 71 now challenging the 83. 71 on the high side, 83 on the bottom. They're coming around to come to lap 7. Caution, caution, caution is out. Hey, Nick. Facebook?
So Jimmy Cummins was starting to feel the heat. Number 71 to David Brandes.
All right, got a little caution. Nick McCready's hanging up here with us. He always tries to make it up at least once a night. Usually he tries to scare me, but I saw him this time, so Nick couldn't scare me like he did last time. Hey, Nick, do you got a car count? Lots? 112? 112 plus. So 112, which I was pretty close. I knew we had to be over 100 with as many consis as we had. Again, working on that average. As you guys can see, while we're under caution, I'm going to show you guys something. See what's happening back here? We are actually starting to pit. Some cars are starting to have to pit in the back side. Some guys kind of choose to be back there. They like the little bit more room and everything, but we are starting to have cars pit on the back of the track, which is, at Maquoketa Speedway, when we have to move to the back or we have cars pitted on both sides, it's a great thing. That means your car count's really good. What? Might be, yeah. No, and it's getting in the air too.
Right here at Maquoketa Speedway next Saturday night.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Pardon Kelly's shirt. All right. Looks like we got everything figured out.
$1,000 to win next Saturday night for the modifieds.
I did get a number. Jason, Big Boy just told me 113. So 113 Jason just told me. So that is huge, you know. Six laps scored, 83 your leader. 71 scored on second place is going to be taking the bottoms line.
But we do the lucky dog here. So the next caution, he will be back if we have another caution. He'll be back on the lead lap.
You heard him. The 99 went off the track, had a flat tire. We do the lucky dog. He's one lap down, but if we get another caution, he'll come back to the lead lap. 31 shoots around the top side, tries to get around the leader. The 83. Now the 83's got a bunch of all sorts of traffic coming up behind him. 71 trying to make a run for it. Now caution flag is out. I think 31 might have done a little jump on the field. That would be my guess of what just happened. Okay, looks like we're getting Kentucky over on YouTube, Michigan, Central Michigan, and West Michigan. A lot of Michigan listeners and watchers. Hey, that's awesome. Again, if you have any questions, if you want to see racing like this live at some point and you don't know where your local tracks are, contact me. I would love to try and connect you with the promoters in your area, no matter where you are. It's kind of one of the things we like to do over here at Bibster Promotions. 83 gets a nice start. That's a better start out of the 31. I don't know if it was the 31 that jumped, but it looked to me like the 31 jump. 71's all over the bottom, all over the backside of the 83. They go 3 wide farther back in the field. Look at the 99 who had that flat tire. Working their way back to the field. They go 2 by 2. Now look at this. The number 3, side by side with the 71, gets past the 83. I don't know if the 83 had the tire fade or something, but all of a sudden, off the pace and slowed down. 71 getting a little bit of contact out of the scooter in the 3. 83's got him refired now, but really had a little bit of trouble there in the tire game off that restart. 71, your current leader, 3T in second place. We want to see someone who's been moving back up to the field. That 99, he is a lap down, but he's working his way up to the field. Again, if we go under a caution, he gets to come lucky dog back on the lead lap. I don't think we're going to. We might. I believe this is a 71, your current leader. I believe this is a 15 lap feature. '99's almost worked his way back into the front of the pack. Now, obviously, he's a whole lap down. He's got to have trouble. He'd have to lap the whole field. '71 just is about to get the white flag. We'll follow them around on their last lap. Don't forget, if you're watching on Done Right TV on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe and hit the bell. You want to be notified as soon as we go live. Speaking of go live, live action here at Maquoketa, 71 picking up the win. 3 getting second place, 99. Almost worked his way up to the field. He was still a lap down. So he really put some effort in there.
In sixth was the 31 of Donnie Loud. Fifth unofficially was a 75.
Got Arizona. We talked about Arizona last night. Southwest Wisconsin, out of all over on the YouTube, on the Facebook chat. See if we got any more updates here. Got a lot to root for. Matt Short in the 7M, Lucas Short in the 8L, Mitch Curran in the 77, Bruce Curran in the 75, Curran in the 12. You got a lot of guys in that class. Nearly them. Got what, Freeport, Illinois. They're watching from Grand Forks, North Dakota. That's pretty near Canada up there. East Moline, Panama City, Florida on vacation. We can't miss a race. Heck yeah. I believe with the next, again, a night like this where we're kind of running up against, not necessarily running up against the clock now, but we like to keep things moving. We will keep the show going. So you're wondering what's going on in the infield there. They are teching the cars. All IMCA classes have to be teched in and check to make sure they're all legal and everything. Here comes your sport mods. Now storylines you're going to want to watch for. Jerry Miles is up there in that third row. Tyler Soppy's back in the pack a little bit, but he likes rattling up through traffic. He has been perfect here. It's like 20 cars on the track right now, 20 sport mods. Nevada, Texas. Is that, Sam, is that 2 different states, or is that Sterling, Illinois, part of the 07 late model pit crew, but had surgery document? Oh, man, Ninja Tank. Well, get better and come out to the race, and we'll meet. I've seen doubles done quite a bit this year. Give me a name on that, too. Over on the YouTube chat. Here we go, Sport Mod Racing. Cars on the track, only one can be the winner right now. 47 popping out in the lead. They're 3 wide in some areas, basically the whole front stretch. They're trying to all hit and bang. Oh, Tyler Soppe gets turned around. It looks like he gets turned around, and then behind him they all collect up. That'll make things interesting. 1 lap is scored. If everything's okay on his car, he will go to the back of the pack. He's going to put a dampener on his perfect race record. He said, yeah, it looks like he's moving on his own power. But the guys behind him that got kind of collected up.
Facing the wrong direction. I think he's going to shake a finger at the 22.
Yep, looks like...
He'll hit it on pit side for a look. All 4 tires are up. Nothing else.
We'll take a look at that. Oh, they already got it back out. They already got a look. So Tyler Soppe will go to the tail end. Now these guys that got involved, that were all kind of balled up there trying to get around, if they are good to go, they will get their place back how they were scored. Again, we talked about this last night. If you get if you're the cause of the caution, or it was you that spun around, you go to the tail end of the field. If you had to try and to stop is what caused you to spin around, you will then go to the tail end of the field. So it looks like we're getting the cars all separate. You're going to see Tyler Soppe spinning around there to get to the backside. Oh, okay. So Nevada, it's a city in Texas. Didn't know that. That's good. Yeah, Bruce, great night in Maquoketa. And again, hands down to Nick and Amanda and the whole crew at Trackside Promotions. First off, for being willing to let us do what we do. I gotta give them props for that, and so make sure you support them. I mean, it's great. I love having many people we have watching. Make sure you come out here at a race, because we're not going to always be able to be live every week. We have a bunch of other stuff that we're doing as well live. So make sure if you are in the area, come out. If you're not, that's what we're here for. But if you can get to the track, make sure to come out and support Nick and Amanda with Trackside Promotions, the whole crew out here. Speaking of supporting, one of the big races coming up, we've kind of talked about it, but haven't been able to finally finish the story because we go racing all the time. World of Outlaws, June 23rd in Dubuque. First time they've ever been there. They were supposed to be there a few years ago, and there's a rain issue. If you don't know what World of Outlaws sprint cars are, it's hard to explain. Basically, imagine the power of an open late model car put in a chassis that's so small they can do wheelies and spin around the back on the tail end of the car. Insane giant wings because they have to have downforce. Just the fastest. They are the fastest thing on dirt. I'm not official on saying that, but when you come down to it, they're faster than late model cars because they're lighter and usually have the same horsepower, and it's insane. It's going to be a great night of racing. Tickets are really reasonable. I believe there's a link to the website where you can actually buy the tickets from on Trackside Promotions. Go on there and they can send you the link. It's a third party that's taking care of all the ticket sales. But make sure to get tickets, because right now I know there's still a deal where you get a general admission ticket, you get a pit pass, you can hang out and see all the drivers. Speaking of drivers that you want to see, Casey Kane, former NASCAR driver, just like we have a former NASCAR driver racing with us. He will not be racing because he had an incident. He had a wreck a few weeks ago and is still injured, so he's not cleared to race yet, but he's still going to be there signing autographs, hanging out with his crew. So you really want to give an opportunity to see that and come meet Casey Kane. And like I said, there's World of Outlaws. There's always a who's who who has been in dirt track racing, been in former NASCAR drivers like to show up at those things. So you want to get tickets, make sure to check that out. That is June 23rd. Upcoming races, our normal weekly shows are coming up. Next weekend is going to be the QCJeeps.com modified special with $1,000 to win modifieds. So that's going to be a huge, big modified night, just like we've seen tonight. Also, in other coming up, June 18th, we are going to be redoing our Deary show. Our Deary show, we've had a stupid amount of rain this spring and had trouble with it, so make sure to come out. It's a Tuesday night. It's a midweek show, but we'll get things rolling. We'll get you out of here and home early enough. It's not going to be too bad. But again, make sure to check that out. That'll be June 18th. And again, any other big events that we have going on here at Trackside, make sure to check them out on Facebook. Send them a like, give them a like, and they'll follow, and they will. You'll be able to see all the updates. Speaking of giving a like, make sure you're liking Done Right TV. You also need to like those that support us. Don't hassle for a local show. Like Varium Racing, a racing team. It's a part of the number 9 modified. You hear me cheering for me. It's my good buddy Derek Wilson. Kind of got me what we're doing now and really helped kind of help us get everything going in that regard. It looks like 71's going to leave on a hook. Too bad that's going to end his night a little too soon with only 1 lap score. Make sure, too, if you like the crazy announcing style, that's Bibs Promotions. That would be me. We promote racing. We don't promote a specific race. We don't promote a specific series. We promote racing in general. We promote people chasing their dreams, and we love telling their stories. And we tell their stories over on the Bibster Talks 2 podcast. If you have iTunes, Spotify, any of the other Android podcast apps, you can find Bibster Talks 2. Give it a search. You can hear our last episode was about a month ago from Brad Morey, who decided to take his number 555 modified off turn 3 as a ramp to avoid an accident. He was actually fine. Car was not, but his car is going to be repaired. He should be back here in about a couple weeks. Brad, if you're watching or any friends of Brad, make sure to have him send me an update. I haven't heard anything for a while. I know that they were going to do a tail and a nose of that car. So, but again, make sure to check all those sites out. Those are those that support us to help us be out here. Don't forget, if you have kids in the racetrack, there's going to be a special promotion with the Little Kids Car Club. Little Kids Car Club is a great service that we have here at Maquoketa and some of the other races, and we have other kids' car clubs at a lot of racetracks. But the Little Kids Car Club works here with Maquoketa, and it's basically, if you're a parent, it's entertaining for your kids while you watch the races. And so it's something you really want to get involved in, so make sure to check that out. Caution lights are out. Here we're going to go racing. 15-lap feature. Here we go. Tyler Sabi trying to work through the field already. He's rocketing up on the backside. They're trying to get out of traffic. 47 still in the lead. Oh, big spin in 3. Going into 4. Looks like, oh my gosh, the 22 had the entire body explode. I don't know what he got caught up in or if he didn't bolt something on, but he is off the track. I do not think he's going to be back, able to repair that. I don't know what he hit, but he just ripped all the body off. I'll have to go back and try and watch that back.
Nick, what a night, buddy. We got a good racetrack, good crop of cars, great fans. I'm excited with the show that we're putting on here tonight. With all the rain that we've had and the work we've done here, it's sure showing right now. Thanks to all you great fans for coming out and seeing what we can do out here, and hopefully we get you to come back. And I'm just impressed with the car counts the way they are. It's been a lot of hard work, but it all pays off when we get full pits and look at that grandstand. Again, thank you fans for coming out. Thanks all the racers for coming up here. We're just here putting on a good show.
Okay, got a couple more shout outs where you're from. Got Corey, Pennsylvania, and Humboldt, Kansas. Excited. We are all over the nation. We've had some international. We had someone from Canada watching earlier. We'd love to.
Huge shout out to my staff. They're doing a heck of a job tonight. Best part is we get to do it all over again tomorrow night. Up at the big Speedway. Catch us with hot laps starting at 5:30, racing to follow.
All right, looks like maybe one more lap. Again, still only 1 lap score. We didn't get a full lap in there. Another Florida, Mike Goodwin over there on the YouTube chat line. saying hi from Florida. Again, we're trying to keep track of both of them as the night goes on. So if you got any questions, drop them in the comment line. I'll try and catch them. If not, Kelly's watching his phone too. We can try and interact. All right, we're going to go for this one more time. Well, we'll go as many times as it takes, but one this time. 47 brings the pack to the field. And they're already hitting. We got a New Zealand. Oh, whoa, car off the backside of the track. I think he's got to keep it going. Under power, still going. Yeah, he's back under power. We're still green flag racing. Hello, Aaron, from all the way from New Zealand. I know I've seen a lot of racing out of the Australia area. Aaron, you got to tell us what kind of racing are you guys doing down there? Jerry Miles working his way up to the front of the pack there in that number 4. Look at Jerry Miles, shoots down the front stretch. Almost going to get in there. He goes to the high side. He's going to work around the 32 and the 72. Trying to get around the 47. 3 laps scored. We're getting some laps in now. Jerry Miles slides up into second place. Now, the 72 gets on the bottom side of the 47, gets around into the lead. Now look, you look a few rows back, I'm going to hand the camera here, you're going to see Tyler Soppe marching his way into the front of the track. If you're just joining us, Tyler Soppe got into an incident off the, not even on the first start. Had to go to the back of the pack. Worked his way all the way up through traffic. Speaking of traffic, a bit of a jam up there coming out of 1 or out of 4. Now Jerry Miles up to the front. Him at 72. Soppe with a ton of traffic in front of him, trying to go to the high side or the low side, find a way around. He hasn't much luck. Now he's going to the bottom side, going to try and go underneath the 47. Goes back under the 47. Going to get around the number 9 now. Jerry Miles still in second place. The Iron Man Soppe's arced his way up to 4th place from the back of the pack through all the traffic. 72 way out in the lead, 8 laps scored. I don't know if it's going to be enough time. Soppe is on a tear. Now he's up to 3rd. It's going to be scored officially. He's 3rd that lap. Now he's working his way around Jerry Miles. Again, all this is going on. You got the 72 way up in the lead there. Hanging out with clear air. It's gonna might run into lap traffic in a lap or 2. Soppe on the bottom side gets past Miles. Miles out of the Dubuque area. Soppe out of the Dubuque area as well. He's got his eyes on the 72, trying to go perfect for the first 4 nights here at Maquoketa. '72 really doesn't want a caution flag right now, but oh, I say that as we got 87 spun around. Soppe has got to love this. With 4 laps left, we're going to have a shootout to the finish. We're going to bunch them all back up, and he has been on a tear. He was catching 72 there when we were under green. So when we bunch him back up, it'll be exciting to see what he can do in that number 3 machine. We got Cedar Rapids, we got Alabama. Checking out some more of these chatters over here on both pages. Now, if you're watching on Facebook and you want to be able to go back and see, you can actually do that from the YouTube app. It might kind of push you to watch from there. that thing all the way loaded up. Let's go back and check both of them while we're under caution flag here.
Field's going to see the one to go signal right here as they come by the flag stand.
Oh, Caleb. Now, Ninja Tank is Caleb. He's running for the, if I remember right, from when I was talking with Rob last night. He's running for the Rookie of the Year there. We got Montana.
Jake Elthorpe set to bring us back down to the green.
So all over the U.S. Welcome. Listen, we are Maquoketa, Iowa. You wonder what that's at? It's on the eastern side of Iowa. If you've been watching all the news, oh, look at Tyler Soppe working on the number 17. We'll get to that in a minute. Look at him. Now he's on the high side. Jerry Miles trying to get in there. Now look at the run. He kind of got caught off of him. He's going to try and give him the drag race on the front stretch. They made a little bit of contact there, and he shot up at the top of the racetrack. Was able to make the best of it. Tyler Soppe with the 72 is not going to let that lead go away so easy. Now he's running him down. They're coming out of 4. Look at him go for the line. White flag for Tyler Soppe working from the back of the pack to the front. Let's follow him around on this last lap. Tyler Soppe brings it out of 4, puts the skinny pedal to the floor, and picks up the win. Dude, that guy is so fast. I just, you can't, like, he was at the back of the pack. And in sport mod, that's a lot of traffic. It's not, that was a full feature. We'll talk with Tyler when we get down in the pits after the race. Maybe I'll try and pop up a quick live stream over on Bibbs Promotions. You're going to see a link there to Bibbs Promotions. Make sure to hit that. Certificates
from local merchants all benefiting the State Family Children's Hospital. And a big thank you to Brand Dairy Ford, Timber Lanes, B&D Pit Stop, Obie's Barn Restaurant. Also for Dan Louise, Grill.
All right. We're going to hopefully hear from Tyler here quick, and I'll try and cut for that.
KJ's Convenience Center. Big thank you to them as well for being a part of it. Still don't have our winner, Tyler Soppe, over the scales. Then on the tech, we'll try to get a quick word with him as the Obie's Barn Restaurant, B&C Liquor, 4 cylinders.
So we're going to go 4-cylinder feature racing right now.
4 cylinders, 47 and top.
Yeah, 3T. I don't know. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. Yeah, if you guys see that Bibbs Promotions that just commented, that was me, give him a follow. Give me a follow. Be awesome. Make sure to live follow Varium Racing as well. think D-Rex watching right now. Give it a follow or give us a tag real quick, Derek, for us. That'd be awesome. All right, 4-cylinder racing. Here we go. I think it's gonna be 12 laps. I think.
Fans, he wanted to put on a show and he did. Let him hear it, Tyler Sappe. As we salute the folks in the drivers.
All right, 4-cylinder time. Give it a share. You never know what's going to happen in a 4-cylinder race. Looks like after 4 cylinders is going to be modifieds. Ooh, Tyler Shady over there kind of slid back in the pack a little bit. Down the front stretch. Oh, we got to spin, but it looks like kept it under power. Gonna keep going. That number 12 is just rocking to the front. Leader's still number 12 way out in the front. We're kind of keeping her on the pack of the 2 through 6 pack there. Again, look at the lead the number 12's got. Number 22 is trying to work on that 24. Those two battled it out during the pit or the heat race. Kind of a racer story here. Tyler Shady blew his motor up in Dubuque last week. Was able to get that thing back together. There's pictures on Bipster Emotions of what that engine did. It blew a rod, or it blew a big old hole right in the block. Great to see him out tonight. Again, current leader is still number 12. Running into some lap traffic now. 22 in second, 24 in third. Last lap. Let's follow the leader on the last lap, number 12. they come around 3 and 4. Pick up the win. Congratulations. Yep, Kevin, Maquoketa, Iowa. If you're wondering where Maquoketa is, if you've been watching, hey, my dad commented, hey, look at that Bumblebee racing. What's up, Dad? If you're still watching, that means Mom's still delayed in Dallas, inside baseball. But if you're wondering where it's at, if you've been hearing national news about a month ago, there was a HESCO barrier for the flood in Davenport, Iowa that broke. I mean, that kind of made all the news. Actually, another one just broke today in Burlington. We're having a really bad spring with rain. I mean, it's really, really bad for farmers in this area because a lot of them haven't had a chance to even touch the field, and it's June. It's not good. Anyway, but Davenport made the big news. I mean, everyone was talking about these barriers breaking. All the national news was in the area. We are about 45 minutes north of that. If you take a highway right out of Davenport, head just straight north, you're going to run into Maquoketa. It's not on the Mississippi, but it's not too far off of there. It's in eastern Iowa. So most of our racers, our kind of circle that we pull racers from is the eastern Iowa, western Illinois, southern Wisconsin. We do get some Wisconsin racers down. Not as many. Earlier in the year, they were having some snow issues, like we had too as well. And so we had some Wisconsin guys come down and race with us, which was a lot of fun. But that's kind of our normal circle we get from them. We also, Trackside Promotions also runs Dubuque. Now, Dubuque is up on the Wisconsin-Iowa-Illinois border, right on the Mississippi. And it's about 30 miles north of, or 30 minutes north of where we are right now. And Nick and Amanda also run that track.
You had to go to the top side. You decided to go to the top side early. Talk about that and how it got you to the front.
You just gotta go where other people aren't running. Ain't follow the leader. That ain't how you win races. I'd like to say thanks to my wife and my baby girl at home and my mom for watching. They can't make it, and thanks to my grandparents for coming.
I wonder how they're watching.
All you fans, I love to see everybody here.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
3 wins for Mitch Bielenberg.
So the 12X picking up the win.
Chilly up here.
It is. I didn't think in June we're still going to have to wear sweatshirts at these races. And for you watching at home, or you guys watching at home, if you know my record, I never bring the sweatshirt up on the rough. So, all right, it's time for modified racing, storylines. We ran 2 consis. We got Kenny Schrader in the house. Kenny Schrader's going to be, he won the second consi, so he's going to be kind of starting near the middle of the pack, middle to back. Row 1, you got Tyler Mannigan and Joe Buell right there on the front row. Jarrett Franzen on the inside row 2. Bruce Hansford out there in the 61. Steve Johnson's out there. Bruce Garnhart, Jeff Larson in the 1. Larson's running 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 5th row back. And then 2 rows behind him is Kenny Schrader in the number 9 in the Federated Auto Parts. And starting right in that back pack, so we got a full class. Again, we ran 2 consis, so full class of modifieds tonight.
Race fans, help us out. We need you up on your feet, waving your hands, making some noise. It is QCJeeps.com.
All right, here we go. They're going to do their wave lap. This is going to be a good race. We got some big names in here. Steve Johnson's pulling off the inside. I don't know if he's having an issue. Or something. Let's find out what's going on here.
Steve Johnson rolling up front side. The debris report.
A little bit of debris. I said a lot of times, you know, the track officials try their best to see what's going on.
On the backside, maybe on the exit of turn 2.
And Steve Johnson saw it, and he wanted to pull up, and they were able, Doug Hack came down there to check on it. Like I said, racers, they get a little bit of a better view of what's going on. Sometimes they're right there next to the cars, or they're next to the track there. So Steve Johnson was able to pull up and get that mention. It kept us from, you know, going right into a caution if they'd seen it in a lap or two.
Debris has been cleared. Field to see the one to go sign this time by.
One to go this time by.
We are set to go 20 laps the distance here.
Yep.
QCChiefs.com.
And it looks like time-wise we're going to be beautiful because it's 9:30 right now. We have 2 features left. Well, 3 when you count these guys. Well, hobby stock and late model. All right, Mannigan will bring the field to the green flag.
2 by 2, 10 deep here.
Larson and Garnhart next to each other back there. 2 cars to keep your eyes on. We got cars scuttled up back there. Looks like Garnhart had to take the shortcut to avoid that. Looks like Jeff Larson involved. The 88. What? No. Derek's back there with the mud boggers. See the mud? Derek went through the soup on his heat race. What? I know. I can chew it. All right, we're going to do a couple laps under caution, get everyone kind of squared away. Looks like all the cars are back and going. Again, we'll see how they score everybody there. Who was the spinny? Who was the spinner? Looks like they're going to put Larson and the 88 and the 7 all to the back of the pack.
Speedway for the one, the B1, the 88, the 7M all stopped down in the centers of turn 1 and 2. They will tag the tail of the field. Score on the lineup here. 1 lap score complete, 1 lap down, 19 to go. Jared Franzen scored as your early race leader. The 21M Tyler Madigan runs at the number 2 spot. Bruce Hanford third. In the 61, Matt Stein fourth. In the 53, and Steve Johnson rounds out your top 5 in the 77J. We go 2 by 2, stacking it back up behind your race leader, the Candyman.
Hey, Georgia Fields. Actually, Tom Feller's here. I talked to him earlier today as part of the Stead Family Children's Hospital night that we're doing. Hey, Sarasota, Florida. Again, a lot of Florida listeners down there tonight. Jared Franzen brings the field to green. Jared Franzen way out in the lead. Mannigan in second. Kenny Schrader starting to work himself to the field. Schrader up into that 5th spot. Battle in the 61 for 4th. Right behind him is Bryce Garnhart. He gets around 61, but now Garnhart on his bottom side. Garnhart is on the bottom, tries to drag race out of there. Garnhart gets a swing underneath him. That's Kenny Schrader, former NASCAR driver in that S9. Larson working in the number 1 there. Jared Franzen just about to run into lap traffic. 9 laps to go. Garnhart now trying to run down Mannigan for that 3rd place. He's trying to go for it. He's on the bottom side of Mannigan. 6 laps to go. Manning gets a good run, or Garnhart gets a good run off Mannigan. Slides into the 3rd spot. Four to go. wants to catch her leader as they come around for the win. Jared Franzen picks up the win in the number 60 machine. The number 12 is Bryce Carter-Hart in third. Number 21, Tyler Mannigan in fourth. And Kenny Schrader, former NASCAR driver, picks up a fifth place finish. All right, time for Hobby Stock mains. When I say mains, that means the main race of the night, like the feature. Your term being B mains.
Thumbs up as he comes across the scales. Official on the way. Mass Roofing, Bobby's Bar and Restaurant, and Bears Auto Glass. Grace fans, he's out of the car. We can hear you. How about it for Jared Franzen? We can't get away. Candyman, put it on him. Man, he's out of breath, he's tired, he's hot, he's sweaty, and he smells funny. Jared, what was going on back there? You just put it on him.
Well, I hate to say this, but Buzz Larson's has been fast all year. When he was in that first wreck over here, that made me feel real good because he's the one I've been waiting for all night.
He wasn't knocking down your bumper at all. Anybody you want to thank special?
I want to thank Justin Fire for giving me the opportunity to drive this thing. And everybody just driving me clean tonight. That was awesome.
You had about a straightaway the advantage over current. And when it come to the checkers there, what was the key to staying smooth?
I don't know, but this is going to make going Monday to work a little easier. Tim's my boss. Beat the boss, man. Race fan for the win one more time. The Candyman.
All right, time for Hobby Stock.
Hobby Stock's coming up brought to you by Sean's Auto Service. We have a lot of winning numbers to read off. Do you get John? See what I'm doing right now. Push off 50-50 ticket. 50-50 ticket. By the way, everything claimed can be claimed at the pit shop. Everything can be claimed at the pit shop. 50-50 ticket to one ticket. 364-490. 364-490 is the 50-50 winner. Again, claim everything at the pit shop. Hobby Stock's coming out and coming around. Time to salute them. Get up, give them a wave. Brought to you by Sean's Auto Service here on the Hobby Stocks.
All right, Hobby Stock racing time. 10 Hobby Stocks out there for the feature race. After this, we're going to run our late models.
$20 gift certificate for blue ticket 364-640. 364-640. Whatever you read down, please. Yellow ticket. 358-336. I believe that says 358-336. Yellow ticket. You won from Timberlanes.
And we're off. Three wide down the backstretch. They get it all sorted out as they come in. 15 laps of Hobby Stock racing. Oh, Moyer gets pushed off the front of the track. Lane does. Kyle gets around him. California running that top line like he's done all year long, finding speed up there that no one else can. Now, keep it in the family. Lane Warner in the M1 recovered from getting pushed off the top of the track there on that opening lap. I don't know if he's going to be able to run him down. Daniel Walters in that 09 Rev chassis working his way up the field. Into the 5th spot now. But again, Kyle Warner just putting all the speed on the top of the bull there. Dakota behind Lane there in that 3rd spot. Again, playing follow the leader's the fastest line, but Dakota's not going to be able to get around and follow in the same tire marks. See what he's able to do. Daniel Walters running the bottom line, trying to chip away. Lane went way over the top that time, went off the backside, took that whole lead away. Sorry, Kyle. Lane's in 2nd. He's still in the lead, but Lane's got a chance now with 5 laps to go. Moorhart goes for a spin. That'll bunch them all back up. We'll go green.
Some more numbers. Once again, 50-50 winner was Blue Ticket. 364-490. 364-490. You can claim it at the pit chat. All of these can be claimed at the pit chat. Timber Lanes, $20 gift certificates. 364-640. That's a Blue Ticket. Again, Blue Ticket 364-640. For the Timber Lanes $20 gift certificate. Timber Lanes, yellow ticket. Gonna say 358-336, 358-336.
All right.
That's a yellow ticket. B&D pit stop, a $20 oil change. Regular oil, 5-quart limit. 364. 544. That's a blue ticket. Blue ticket 364. 544 for the B&D pit stop oil change. Then we have a bunch of $5 gift certificate from Obies. Red ticket 356-265. 356-265.
Looks like they're going to get all the debris. Everyone's all lined back up. Moorhart's at the back of the pack for doing the solo spin.
268. Again, yellow ticket 558-268. Blue ticket 364-458. And blue ticket 364-427. You're all winners. Take your tickets to the pit shack to claim your prize. First Certificates, red ticket 356336. Red ticket 356336. Blue ticket 364570. Blue ticket 364570. KJ's Convenience Center.
Yeah, let me go check. Hold on. Request from Kelly to check who's on the pole. No, it's the 10. 10K on the outside, Matt Ryan. Inside row 2, the R19, the outside 60. Inside row 3, 15K outside, Andy Dvorstik, and 7. 28. I think he's outside the 28. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, folks, we're doing a checkup on the late model. All right, we're back to racing. Now we have a Voinger on Voinger fight back there. Lane and Kyle. Oh, got some spinning back there, Dakota. Able to get it on. Looks like Kyle didn't even have to worry about that caution. Just blasts right out in front, gets all the forward bite he needs. Running that top line. And see, I mean, he's not even. And he picks up the win. Kyle Voinger picks up the win. Lane gets second. But Daniel Walters is going to be scored in third in that Rev chassis. Dakota Simonson in fourth. Late model racing coming up. It's time to send a share out if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube.
And as we await the winner, we come across some more winning ticket numbers. These are all KJ's Convenience. Yellow ticket 558330, blue ticket 364613. Red ticket 356218, red ticket 356218, red ticket 356184. Red ticket 356184. And yellow ticket 358374. Yellow ticket 358374. Your winners are KJ's Convenience certificates.
All right, time for late model racing.
And meanwhile, he's done it again. Getting unbuckled, we'll get getting a shove from his brother to get into victory lane as the car is shut off. He has done it again. I think we're going to call him the topside tornado. He's out of the car one more time, Kyle Voinger. Tell me about that topside. We're going to start calling you the topside tornado or something like that.
Yeah, I guess that would work. When I came into 1 and 2 there, it started missing. When I backed up it into the cushion, it didn't have no power to pull it back off, so I fell off. Really had enough of space to keep the lead.
Yeah, were you surprised that nobody got by you when that happened?
Yeah, I even slowed down to get back on the back stretch because I figured they'd be blowing by me.
Hey, what's making this car tick like this year?
late model racing, here we go. Again, we got a who's who of racing, a who's who in late model racing here. 25 laps. Matt Ryan on the outside of row 1. We saw him decidedly win his heat race. Saw him win last night in Davenport. Andy Swarstick on the outside of 15K. Justin Kai. Justin Kai still got an issue in his modified. Ended up shutting down on power during the second B main. We're going to green flag this time. No, we're not. No, we are not. No, we are not. No, we're. Matt Ryan. Yeah, it was a bit of a jump out of Ryan. I looked down and Doug Hack run the flags, had both his hands down. Better start that time. No, not a good start.
If we don't let the 07 start on the backstretch, we can't let the 10T do it too.
So this on the 10T on the jump. Again, if you jump, and that causes you get two at this track. You get 2 cautions on your own. If you jump and they throw the caution, that counts as your first one. If you have a flat tire and you got to go off the track, that's your second. So Ryan and the 10T are both kind of on the chopping block now. Looks like that time we got a good start. The 10T gets a jump on Ryan. Ryan goes to the high side. Matt Ryan, rocket ships down the backstretch. Closes the door on the bottom and comes out in the lead on the first lap. Andy Nizworski gets around into the 3rd spot. But look at Jeremiah Hurst, the 58 reigning national champion of IMCA racing. Jeremiah Hurst works his way up into fourth spot. Ryan still running away, 3-lap score. it back. The bumper goes on the high side. Matt tries to shoot low. Matt's still able to shut the doors that got on the front stretch, but now Andy on the outside. Andy works around the outside. We'll see Ryan go to the bottom side. Andy's going to try and carry the win on the front stretch. I think he's able to. He gets the pass made. Andy gets that clear air in front of him and starts to freight train out the front of the track. And 9. Traffic now. That's going to slow him down a little bit. Matt Ryan's hoping for that, be able to catch him back up again. Laps down, current leader still working his way. There's some lap traffic. This thing green flag. He's got about a quarter of the track on Matt Ryan and the rest of the field. winner, Andy Nishwarsky, in the number 7. Andy's had some really good luck here at Maquoketa Speedway. Congratulations to Andy and all the other racers here. Again, that's been a great night. That's going to close out our program here. Done right. Again, we had, if I remember right, it was 113 cars here tonight. We ran a total of 27 races, and it's been a whole lot of fun. Don't forget, we are going to be. Make sure you like Done Right TV. If you're over on YouTube, make sure to hit the bell, subscribe, and hit the bell, and so you'll be know when we're live again. We will be live tomorrow night in Dubuque. We will not have Bibster, so take it or leave it as that. But we thank everybody for coming and hanging out. Don't forget, if you have any questions about what we're doing out here and what products we have that you might be interested in that we use here to put on these to help with these races and kind of what we're going to be building, make sure to like Done Right TV over on Facebook and give Kelly a call and his whole team. Everything from security solutions to TV solutions to our new internet solution, which is pretty cool. Make sure to check that all out. But again, I am Bibster Promotions on behalf of Done Right TV and Trackside Promotions. And thank you for hanging out with us on Saturday night. Don't forget, we're going to be live all summer long, so make sure to like the page, not just races. We're talking music events, we do radio shows, all sorts of things, and we want to bring you along with it. So make sure you're following in all the social medias, and you guys have a great Saturday night.